Coming up tonight on Business Live, livestock dealers in Accra complain about low patronage this festive season, blaming the situation on the prevailing economic hardship in the country.
When our customer, if you call somebody, today they say they don't have money. There are no payers. There are no payers. That's why people are talk. Money do there, money do there. We don't know where the money go. But Ghana City is Ghana here that we are chopping our money.
We are live with the Poultry Farmers Association, how business is going for them as well. Also in this bulletin, government targets over 5 billion Ghana cedis from 5 new tax bills approved by Parliament last week. Meanwhile, tax analyst Francis Timoboy rules out any major challenge for government in achieving its target.
We will be able to achieve it. The target given to them is high. And if the business environment does not improve and businesses continue to make losses, that is where they may be hit with some shortfall. But I think over the years they've been trying.
Plus, Ministry of Trade and Industry vows to provide adequate support to women and youth-led businesses in Ghana to thrive under the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement.
Government is putting in a lot of effort to support women who are in business and who are willing to trade under the Continental Free Trade Agreement.
We've got details of these and many others lined up for you. Please stay. Thanks so much for your time. I am Pius Kojobaka. To our very first story, livestock dealers in Accra are complaining about business slowing within the festive season. They say Christmas patronage of their business has not been good as they usually would have expected. The dealers who are worried about the all-time low sales blame the situation to the prevailing economic challenges. My colleague James Eshen has been interacting with some of them.
On a day like this, what you usually see is you have a lot of people trooping in, getting some chicken, goats, or probably a sheep for the festive season. We've been here for almost 30 minutes. We're somewhere around the Aveno stretch, and we've been here for almost 30 minutes. You could see no one has actually been here to even ask of the price of these goats or sheep. Yeah, I have the one in charge. He's earlier been telling me what's been happening. You were telling me price sales isn't too good. Is that the case?
The price is reasonable prices, yes, but people don't have money to go and buy. The system that is very high because of they have not paying contractors. Many people have kissing their money, they are not paying them. When our customer, if you call somebody, today this year they don't have money. There are no payers. There are no payers. That's why people that talk money do there, money do there. We don't know where the money go. But Ghana City is Ghana here that we are chopping our money. But anybody has crying. Everybody has crying. So we don't know what is happening in Ghana.
During festive season like this, mostly we hear, oh, last year was good. This year is quite worse.
Bad year.
What makes this year bad?
That's why I told you that because of money matter, people are crying. A lot of people are crying because of money matter. You see a lot of sheep here, reasonable prices, 1,200, 1,000. The big one, 3,500, 2,500. People don't have money to buy.
Within the last 3 days, how much so far have you been able to sell?
The whole month of this year, only 2 sheep that I sell.
The year or the month?
The whole month.
That is the month of December.
In month of December, since December after that, only 2 sheep that people come and buy here.
So it means that Christmas hasn't been too
Very
good.
bad Christmas. Very, very bad Christmas. Yeah.
What do you want about time?
Oh, Christmas time we are don't buy. Baby, we have some back count. I'm on top. Obi aba scan ho. Kunu mo di. Scan ho. Sa na mo foka. Monto.
No matter you did Christmas and Christ still have impact.
Ba ko pe no meto. Nipa di ba kra ansa na beto ama no. Be go be kasa. Scan ho. Se sia ye bi school nche.
Imi hu broni bi so ba asese a na ope aboa ben na osesen.
We about we no ope. Ana o say me fa man 1,000.
Now
Me born 1,008. Aboa no so me 1,004. Ana me born 1,800. Also, 1,000. I'm for 1,005. Now, I'm 100 kwano. I said that been scared 1,000 na scan ho. And until say you ma what to ka ko. It is no modi. Sa oba scan ho. Ampa so scan so no ampa. Ntina mo no go sa no. So me to 1,000 for me to 1,000 more 400. Say when you say say
Nti say ya na titi.
say ya na ti. Ana mo ntimi to no.
Nti say we 1,008 na kese ya yikuta mu.
Buon ma bono. Say me ubobo abeto so. Ntimi mo wan say bia o mema o say na ka say me 200 kwa na 100 ana 50 Ghana bia na kamaji. 1,008 no ono man no so about 1,000. So there can you na me for mount. O sin scare 1,000. About so put on 1,000 for.
The locals for no, I mean the Ghanaians no mobile, me won Bronia ban the Ghanaians for mobile. Is it the same thing?
The same thing. I'm ban so the same thing. Obu a obeto abon class na we store no to a news can put na wo di ama no anya bi. We can no ko.
We num say no mo ye be 3,500.
You mean be we 2,500.
We 25.
We see.
We 25.
2,500. And we see we 2,000. And we 1,500. We no bring so be 1,000.
Oh, okay.
I feel where the market is tough because we should never know boy. And at of one so almost so no mobile or more complaining say scan system monument because you see I say Obrona mobile better no. On crowd say okay 1,000 now up here Ojan so see also so yet 5,000, 4,000, 3,000 and 2,000.
My colleague James Ishen interacting with some livestock dealers here in Accra, lamenting about low sales there. Now, away from that, government is seeking to raise over 5 billion Ghana cedis from the 5 new tax bills passed by Parliament last Friday. But looking at the current economic environment, is this target achievable? Here's more.
Of VAT on some items and services will bring in 3.7 million Ghana cedis by the end of next year. It is this same amendment bill that is seeking to place 21.9% VAT on non-life insurance business, which could result in motor insurance premiums going up by more than 30% from the beginning of next year. The revision of the rates on stamp duty may be the next tax item that could bring in some significant revenue to government. The Finance Ministry is seeking to raise about 653 million Ghana cedis from this tax. About 540 million Ghana cedis is expected to be secured from the excise duty bill. The Parliament has reviewed the items that should be captured under this tax. The emissions levy bill, which seeks to promote the use of eco-friendly tech and green energy, might help government mobilize 541 million Ghana cedis at the end of 2024. But for many, the biggest concern here is that will government be able to mobilize these taxes at the end of next year, looking at the current challenges facing the economy? According to the 2024 budget, government is planning to raise 176 billion Ghana cedis in taxes and grants at the end of next year.
Meanwhile, tax analyst Francis Timoboy has stated that he does not see this as a challenge for government when it comes to mobilizing these taxes by end of next year.
We've seen, and which again, we know taxation and politics cannot be separated, but we expect that at some point, tax authorities should be allowed to, enforce their own laws. So aside the political interference, because maybe it's making some political party unpopular, GRA themselves, aside politics, may also have their own, problems, either from resources. They may not have the necessary resources to deal with it. How many offices do we have around? And so it's a whole lot of issues. And I think that maybe 2024, we should see more effort from the GRA to enforce their own laws. Trust me, they have so much power, but they are unable to enforce, certain aspects. If you ask me, We could achieve it because, first of all, we've passed them very early. And so, depending on the efforts that the GRA put in, we can. And so, we wait to see what will happen. If the GRA adopts a more collaborative approach in 2024, we will be able to achieve it. The target given to them is high. And if the business environment does not improve and businesses continue to make losses, that is where they may be hit with some shortfall. But I think over the years, they've been trying.
Now, the Ministry of Trade and Industry says it is working to provide adequate support to women and youth-led businesses in Ghana to thrive under the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. According to the ministry, the coordination unit under the program has engaged local banks and instituted measures to allow businesses owned by women access loans facilities at lower interest rates. Ashanti Regional Director of Trades, Osman Mahmouda, says women-led businesses can now access a loan facility of about 10% reduced interest rates. There's more.
The African Union, after establishing a common market for businesses on the continent through the Continental Free Trade Agreement, has prioritized the inclusion of women and youth-led businesses. It is reforming policies under the agreement to suit such businesses to boost the local economies. Financing and upscaling businesses is a bane of operations of many local entrepreneurs. Osman Mahmouda is Ashanti Regional Director of the Ministry of Trades and Industry.
Under African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, now there is a protocol to support women-led and youth-led businesses. At the national level, too, government is putting in a lot of effort to support women who are in business and who are willing to trade under the Continental Free Trade Agreement. One of the things that the After Coordination Unit is doing is that they've engaged banks and negotiated with them to be able to give loans to women in business so that they can get loans at a reduced interest rate. Currently, the information I have is that women can access facilities at a lower rate of 10% interest rate.
He was speaking at the GIZ Trade Hub and the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industrial Women Conference in the Ashanti region. The conference brought stakeholders, including local entrepreneurs, businesses, to deliberate on pushing support for women under the trade agreement. The Chamber of Commerce and Industry suggesting an intensified sensitization and capacity building of the youth on TVET program to pique their interest in local productions. Victoria Hager is the first vice president of the association.
We agree that the SSS program is good to give our youth, at least the writing and the reading skills and the arithmetic. But most importantly is the skill training. If they have that, then they are able to produce things, that we ourselves have here.
Local businesses are prevailing on the government and other institutions to facilitate the completion of railway lines for transporting goods on the continent. They observed the absence of an easy and local means of transport for both import and export products is negatively affecting business. Janet Abobigu is the CEO of Unij Clothing.
And Caprobia Bay, a bin coho, because I'm Sano, and in some box site, no Maganis, near the Adin in our timber in a train, and we are cheaper than a car.
The conference was held under the theme Making After Work Through a Deliberate Inclusion of Women. For Joy News, my name is Emmanuel Brightsquick.
Strategic trade dialogue between public.
You're still watching Business Live. We are pausing for a breather. We'll be right back with more. Hello, welcome back to Business Live. Telecom giant MTN Ghana, through its foundation, has distributed hampers to mothers who gave birth during the Christmas period. The gesture from Ghana's leading telecommunication network provider is a continuation of an annual tradition that started in 2011. Chief Corporate Services and Sustainability Officer at MTN Ghana, Ajua Ifriye Yafe, said the company will continue to support society which it operates in.
MTN Ghana said it is happy to share in the joy of mothers bringing new life into the world on Christmas Day and Boxing Day. They reiterated their commitment to supporting health, education, and economic development.
First of all, I'd like to wish a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all our customers and to the general public. Now, the reason why we are here is today is Boxing Day and it's a day of giving. So at MTN, we give and we believe in giving and putting a smile on the faces of not only our customers but the people that we come in contact with and the society at large. So today is an occasion for us to come in here and give to the mothers who've had babies yesterday and today, just to say thank you to everybody for supporting us throughout the year, and to them also saying thank you and congratulations, and just to give out gifts to people. Well, Kolebu is one of the hospitals where a large number of people come in to have babies, so we thought that it would be a good location for us to come here to distribute to mothers. And Kolebu hosts people from across the spectrum, different backgrounds, so we thought this would be a good place to do it. And we are distributing gifts in all 16 regions in hospitals across the country, so this is not the only place where we are distributing the hampers.
On every Boxing Day, MTN Ghana Foundation visits hospitals across the country to hand out hampers to mothers who give birth between 24th, 25th, and 26th. MTN Ghana, through its employee volunteers, is distributing 500 baby hampers in all the 16 regions of Ghana.
And to some other stories, despite the introduction of the tourism levy, which was expected to help fix roads to tourist sites, some tour operators say lack of good access to roads to motorists, of course, to help them go their various destinations is still a major hindrance to tourism in Ghana. According to the Chief Executive Officer at Bonvas Tours Limited, Nana Kweku Pokubona, these impediments greatly affect expected revenue from the sector. He spoke to Joy Business at the launch of Swift Nano, an online bus booking platform for tourist destinations.
Swift Nano is an online bus booking platform which gives you the chance to check and book for available buses for departure. Nana Kweku Bona called for more investment for the tourism sector.
Basically, we have great destinations, but access to these destinations is a problem. I personally like traveling a lot, so I may not be able to, I'll get tired, but I will not complain about my stress of getting to the destination. But those who are new to tourism have the biggest problem with the journey to the destination. Because if you look at the state of our roads and sometimes the reception of the people at the destination, and I also say educating the tourist destination officers or operators will go a long way in helping us boost our destinations and tourism in Ghana. Because Swift Nano is an online bus booking platform that is aimed at mitigating the frustration that student goes through from vacation and reopening. So mostly when students vacate, because they are traveling in huge numbers, and most of the time the transport providers are not even aware of such reopening.
He, however, identified lack of education as one of the challenges affecting the tourism sector.
International tech and ride-hailing company Yango has assured that it will continue to expand its operations in the country to serve Ghanaians. Speaking to journalists at its maiden edition of the Yango Digital Mobility Awards to appreciate its business partners, General Manager of Yango Ghana, Tom Onufo-Minime, said there is a lot of opportunity to transport customers in the sector to help create jobs and, of course, help government generate more revenue.
Onufo-Minime stated that the company will continue to support its drivers to deliver excellent services to the public. He made the announcement after the company recognized some of its drivers at its maiden edition of the Yango Digital Mobility Awards held in Accra.
This year, we were able to develop a very solid safety model that I dare say right now in the mouths of all the riders, Yango has the best safety perception in Accra. Ladies and gentlemen, that's where you clap. Yes, I told you, we worked hard, but we did play harder. So we did a lot of events. Most of the things we wanted to do this year was to be top of mind. So we were at almost every event. At some point, people were feeling like if Yango was not at your event, then it wasn't a good event. So look at my fantastic team. A few of the events that we were in, we were at the Charlie Water as well. We were at the International Women's Day and there was no discrimination. So we also go to markets and make sure that women are happy.
Some of the partners and drivers spoke to Joy Business News.
I'm very okay. I'm very happy. The first thing I have to say, I congratulate my agent. Yeah. So I have to tell the all drivers to come and join the Yango, because as I say, Yango is the best. Because I started Yango almost 1 year now. I just joined Yango last year November. 1 year now, Yango gave me a brand new car.
New Africa Foundation has launched a new challenge to unearth the entrepreneurial skills of the Ghanaian youth and to provide financial support for startups. According to project manager for the foundation, Atobi Dabrakisi, the move is to encourage students to embark on business ventures before graduating from their various universities. He spoke to Joy Business at the launch.
So the University Challenge is an inter-university challenge seeking to recruit the top brains in all the universities across Ghana to solve solutions. So it cuts across board. There's innovation, there's technology, there's agriculture, there's industrialization. So you just need to watch the show to see the whole thing. But it cuts across. The topics cuts across all these sectors I've mentioned, all these sectors, yeah. So there's one ultimate prize. It's 1 million cedis. And then there's a mobilization fee for all the team members. Yes, that's the only prize. So you have to be smart, you have to be a team player, you have to be good at research, you have to be dedicated, you have to be smart.
And before we go, the Sigma Gamma Rho sorority group, a leading women's organization as part of Ghana's Beyond the Return initiative, is investing an amount of 36 million Ghana cedis to support various sectors of Ghana's economy. According to its international president, Rashida Liberty, the Bright Right journey to Ghana is in relation to cultural exploration and investing in education, women businesses and healthcare. She spoke to Joy Business at a media engagement.
The delegation led by International President Rashida S. Liberty is poised to make a lasting impact through a series of philanthropic initiatives and direct impact of over 1 million Ghanaian cedis. Additionally, they anticipate a significant 36 million Ghana cedis cash injection into the local economy through the patronization of local vendors and suppliers.
In our impact, what we stand for with our 7 founders, we were founded November 12 of 1922 by 7 wonderful women with the skill of education. And so what we want to do here today, and for the rest of our time here, is that we want to infuse into youth and definitely women's projects, anything around health equity, women's rights, STEM projects. So we plan to also put some things in from a sanitation standpoint, laboratories, water holes. We want to make sure that our impact is felt with 1 million Ghanaian cedis. So that is our gift to the continent and something that we are excited to be able to do as the largest birthright journey through. We want to come back. We left a lot of sisters behind in the U.S. that are looking at all these photos and the wonderful things happening, and they want to come. So we want to try to make this at least a biannual retreat to make sure that sorors can get the opportunity to come to the continent and always be consistent givers. Everything we want to do is sustainable. So
the delegation, consisting of over 300 out-of-town members, affiliates and guests, will be celebrating Christmas and New Year's in Accra, while leaving a positive mark on the communities they visit. The sorority will be leaving their mark on 5 out of the 16 regions in Ghana.
Thanks so much for your company. I am Pius Kojo Baka. Let's connect same time tomorrow to enjoy the rest of our programs. Bye.